Last day of January 2008. Got a little time, so I'm making a series of YouTube tapes. I like to listen to books on tape when I'm driving. If it's a long trip, it helps keep me awake. Doesn't hurt me on a short trip. I've been reading one called Scribbling the Cat by Alexandra Fuller. Been listening to it. And I've also recently been listening to Orwell's 1984. Pretty darn spooky to listen to 1984 and sort of shudder at some of the invasions of privacy under the present administration. The use of torture to get confessions, right out of 1984. And you know, the introduction says that Orwell had been a supporter of communism. Fought for it, in fact. And then when he saw what Joseph Stalin was doing to the people, he envisioned the terrible kind of scenario that he chose London for his background and wrote the story 1984. Yeah, when I first read it back in the late 40s, early 50s, there were still some that thought it would come to pass somewhere in 1984. Sure as heck none of us ever gave a thought that any part of it would be coming to pass right here in the United States. Here we are condemning other nations for what they do, while we, under the leadership of the President of the United States, torture, endorse and use torture. Just yesterday I read that our new Attorney General will not. He made very clear that for him, he personally felt that if waterboarding was done to him, it would be torture. But no, he will not take action to have it legally defined as torture, because after all, it would make the man that recommended him, appointed him, it had to be endorsed by the Congress, of course, but it would make the man that appointed him guilty of a heinous crime if they'd go ahead and say, indeed, officially, that waterboarding is torture. So we're a damn sight closer to having some 1984 Orwellian stuff right here in the United States of America and due to the President of the United States. That just is about more than I can stomach. Well, this other book, Scribbling the Cat, this lady's writing about the very kind of thing that's going on in Africa now. It's not a new thing that's going on in Africa. You know, the white people invaded Africa, took away the local hierarchies, and then one by one we got out, and I think we should have gotten out. But man, oh man, there have been more and more, and there's still more and more ethnic kind of genocide. And it's not all in one place today either. Scary, scary, scary. And where are we? Well, we're busy fighting terror. Hell, we think we know anything about terror. You bet we do. Never felt such horror in my life as when those Twin Towers came down. But how would you like to be, by the accident of birth, none of us determine where we're born, how would you like to be in one of those areas where you're killed, and killed not just you, but your wife gets raped, your children get raped, maybe just go ahead and kill everybody in the family? And where are we as a country? Our moral country. Where's the outrage from our ministers, from our Christians, from our fair-minded people that let's stop wasting so much of our manpower and so much of our fiscal resources in a war on terror that was started under, they just got into Afghanistan and taken care of it. Okay, but that gun thing in Iraq and all that's going on now, those resources should be used to stop this same kind of insanity that's going on in Africa today. Come on, Christians. Come on, ministers. Let's get some pressure built up so that whoever is elected, as you know, I'm a McCain fan. I don't care if it's McCain. I don't care who it is, that the new president, I might care, but I'm hoping either way we're going to get a good choice, a good man or woman to run this country. Let's get our house in order, and then let's help bring some sanity into some of these countries where genocide is going on. We can do it. Yeah, we've had our ears pinned back, but we're not down and out. We're the strongest nation in the world.